Well, you guys know Chrisean Rock got locked up the other day, and Blueface dad said he wasn't a babysitter and that he wasn't going to take Chrisean Jr. So Chrisean's best friend Marsh decided to take Chrisean Jr. with her, and you guys already know that Marsh babysits Chrisean Jr. all the time. Well, Karlissa got on Instagram Live last night, and she basically explained why she didn't get Chrisean Jr., and she basically said that, her and Chrisean don't get along, and she feel like Chrisean wouldn't, feel right for her to have Chrisean Jr. right now. So you guys go ahead and take a listen.
Glad you went in on his daddy. I mean, I personally don't think if Chrisean wouldn't have left the order for Marsh, I didn't know that at the time. If Chrisean wouldn't have left the order for Marsh to get the baby, I do not believe that Jonathan would have left the baby there. But he did show his ass like he didn't feel like babysitting. And at that point, when the mama and the daddy is in jail, that's not babysitting. That's called grandparenting. So I didn't like his verbiage, so I lost my temper. Because if a motherfucker playing daddy with one of my grandkids and then all of a sudden you really ain't daddy, I'm gonna blow up. And that's what I did. I blew up. Marsh is definitely a prize because she has definitely done had her ass whooped by the sister, the baby daddy. Marsh done been handling her business in regards to her best friend. So she definitely taken the best friend award of the year. I hold all my friends and family to different, to different levels and meanings right now based on how Marsh move, okay? Now either she a robot or she a real friend. We gonna find out. Why didn't I take the baby? Because as you know, me and Chrisean are not on the best terms. And I didn't want to overstep my boundaries because if somebody that don't fuck with me touch my baby without my permission, it might be a problem. So I was respecting Chrisean, but if she would have just had to whoop my ass and had a whole nother day of whatever we gonna do, she would have just, her and my security would have had to figure it out if they would have left that baby and talking about they not bringing the baby. Now, if Marsh didn't pull up, or if somebody pulled up that I didn't really trust to take the baby, I just would have had to take my next step. But I was prepared to take my next step. I had already called my husband and told him I might end up in jail today, so get the bail money ready because these motherfuckers is moving weird. They moving weird about my grandbaby. And he did not look slow in person at all, so somebody is doing something with the pictures too. And I told my husband, I said, they moving weird. They moving weird. And if I end up having to take this baby and somebody end up putting their hands on me or doing something weird, it's going to go down up in this motherfucker today. And he said, please don't go to jail. And I didn't go to jail. I made it home safe. I do still have a headache. Shout out to the 6-Odd team for getting that edited version. Because they was going to try to edit it how they wanted to edit it. And y'all will hear the whole full conversation where I laid the law down. Because my team was videoing. Even though we wasn't supposed to. And some of that had to be video from phones and different things. Because the courts be acting weird. So don't be on my video team about being able to hear stuff, or I don't know, how it's going to turn out. I'm just getting ready to watch it just like y'all, because I just was in the moment. And yes, it's 3 million people on here. We see it, baby. This the first time I'm on your side. I don't need you to be on my side. Just be on my grandkids' side, because I love my kids, but I love my grandkids more than my kids. Because my kids is grown and they smelling they funk and they mixing up $1 and a penny and the worth of it. You know what I'm saying? They getting a little lost. And now I do believe they going to find their way back to where they started from, because I baptized them with that belief and that trust in the Lord. But honey, right now, like I told his daddy, he talking about something. I'm up here to see about my son. Your son a grown ass motherfucking man, and you ain't putting $1 on that lawyer. You ain't putting $1 on that lawyer. So although I appreciate you being up here to support your son in front of this judge, I do. I'm grateful that there's a daddy in the room. Even though you didn't look like you was the daddy in the room. Okay? I was grateful that he was up there to see about my child. But once the child is in jail and the mama's in jail, that means you the daddy now, you the grandpappy, you not the babysitter. That means step your motherfucking game up. And I don't know if the baby's going to cry, if he don't know people. You know how some kids are, they would, if they don't know people, they might panic. So I'm trying to keep the baby kosher because I know the baby just saw the police, even though he's 9 months, going on a year now. I know he saw the police take his mom away from him. You feel me? Like that was a lot for a baby. So you don't want to move. The person that needs to be with the baby wasn't Marsh, was the granddad, because he lives with the baby. So the baby will be used to him being there and used to him. The baby would just think the mom went to work for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? That was my thought process. Just keep everything regular so the baby don't start panicking. Because I don't care what y'all say. Kids feel shit. Them babies feel shit. And I was just trying to, keep it to, like, if he go with me and my husband, he going to be looking around like, I don't know these people. The last time I held him was November. He was not even a 6-month-old baby yet. And kids feel stuff. I didn't get to see if the baby was crawling, ma'am. He was in his stroller, just kicking his feet, having a good day. Like his grandpa was standing right in front of him. So he felt he was kicking his feet and having a good day. I know he wasn't getting out yesterday, but I thought we was going to get, okay, this how much longer. I didn't know that was all going to happen. I had no idea. So I went with a different spirit and a different heart, and I came home with a whole fucking headache. And I only get these headaches when these kids get to acting brand new. And I felt some type of way for Chrisean yesterday because regardless, she's still my grandchild mother. I do not agree with her attacking nobody unprovoked. I don't agree with nobody attacking nobody. I done threw water in people's face and did weird shit. When you get mad, I don't agree with it, but shit happens sometimes. And yes, you gotta pay for it. She's gonna probably come out of this and both of them hopefully and mature out of the things hopefully, because that jail shit scared me straight. Okay, I might splash some water on you, but I ain't fixing to punch you. And back in the day, I would just haul off and punch you. That come from trauma and build up and hurt and anger and pain. And hopefully this will help get that together, because she gonna have to take them classes I took. Them dumbass classes, but them dumbass classes work, y'all. Them anger classes, they dumb than a motherfucker, because you got to keep going and paying for it every week. But they do work. Them exercises and them breathing techniques and count to 10 and wait before you punch somebody, that shit do be working. So she gonna come out of this, they both gonna come out of this moving and thinking differently. That's why I have security now. I just pay the security to come so I don't have to, be going back and forth and getting in jail. If I get too loud with, when I was getting too loud with Jonathan Daddy, I could see that it was making my security uncomfortable. So I didn't need somebody to tell me, my husband would have told me to sit down and shut the fuck up and all of that type stuff. But I could see that the security was getting uncomfortable with my movement. And I didn't want her to not come with me or, not do her job for me. So I've seen how it was making her uncomfortable. So I would go sit down. So security is always a better option, so that they can, either drag you off from doing something stupid. Marsh looked mad getting the baby. She looked like she probably was. She probably is like, why is both the grandparents here and I got to get up and run up here? And the man live at the house. So her energy probably was like, why couldn't he just bring the baby home and I get the baby later? You know what I'm saying?